Hi all, welcome back to yet another video. In this video, we are going to talk about accelerated mobile pages. Now, what exactly is AMP or accelerated mobile pages? AMP is a version of websites which is which loads faster in your mobile devices. So, AMP accelerated mobile pages was introduced by Google with a vision of helping slow speed internet countries access the internet in a faster manner. So let's say for example, if we are on this specific page, this website, this is a AMP enabled website. You can just click on any of the page and you can see the website loads very fast. If I'm just clicking on any of the pages, the website and the entire page gets loaded very fast. I'll show you one more example. If you just visit cafinal.org, now this is a normal website. It takes regular time to load and all. But let's say if I click on any of the articles and in the URL, if I modify it to AMP, you can see there is a new version of the website which comes up and it loads very fast again. Okay. So if you just click on any of those pages and they will load very fast. You can see the share icons are here at the bottom. They are not very attractive because generally this website opens only in the mobile unless you have forced the AMP version in the entire website. So let's just check the Google page speed score for the AMP enabled website. So here we have got pagespeed.web.dev, and here let's test two websites. One is cafinal.org, okay, which is a AMP enabled website. So I'll just click on analyze. And here if you just scroll down, we can get the performance score of mobile is 38, whereas for desktop it is 75. Now let me just look at the AMP version of the URL, and if I just click on it, we'll just wait for this report to run, and we can see the mobile score is 67, which is much improved. If you look at this website, prostheticsindia.org, which is a completely AMP enabled website and not partially. Okay, I'll just click on analyze. And once we are scrolling down, it says 83% performance score. Okay, so basically the website loads very fast on the mobile, and in desktop it is 100. Okay, so this is basically the advantage of having AMP installed on your website. Now we'll look at a detailed steps how you can install or activate AMP in WordPress. So we'll just close these tabs here. I'll just go to plugins. I'll click on add new, and here I'll search for AMP for WP. Now there are two plugins. One is only AMP, okay, which was updated 4 days ago, and second is AMP for WP, accelerated mobile pages, okay. And I'll be selecting this one. This is by Ahmed Kauldi and Mohammed Kauldi, and this is a really good plugin. So I'll just click on install the plugin. It has got 1 lakh plus active installs, and I'll activate this plugin. If you want to try some other AMP plugin, you can definitely do that as well. Okay, once you activate the plugin, you will come in the setting page, and now there are two ways of two settings which are there. One is basic for beginners and second is advanced for experts. So I'll just click on the basic one first, and we can see all the options which are here. So there are not much options that you can see in the basic setup. In the advanced setup, you'll be able to see more options like setting, design, extensions. In the basic, you can just see the setup and the extensions which are there. Okay, so you don't get the options such as design, extensions, or upgrade to pro in that, in the basic version of it. So what is the website type? So is it a blogging website? Depending on what website it is. Is it a local business e-commerce website, or depending on whatever website type it is, you need to select that. So here we'll select blog. Where do you need AMP? So when you select, so do you want the homepage to be AMP enabled? Do you want a post, pages, archives to be AMP enabled? Homepage will deselect, because generally it becomes complicated, and it may not support, AMP may not support all the content. You may have a slider on the homepage, you may have a announcement ticker, so on and so forth. Okay, design and presentation, just click on setup. So what is the color that you want? You can set up a global color for your website. I'll set up a dark blackish, because that's how the logo looks. Change the logo. Recommended size is 120 by 90. I don't have that size logo currently, but in your case you can add that. So I'll not set up the logo currently. Okay, next is analytics tracker. So you can uh, enter the Google tracking ID, Google Analytics tracking ID. So analytics will be added. You can also add Google Tag Manager, segment analytics, ComScore, and any other analytics you may be using can easily be added to this AMP version of the plugin. So we don't want to add configure the analytics as of now. Privacy setting, you can select the privacy. Cookie notice bar, so basically people will get a notice about the cookie. Comply with European privacy, and also if you're complying with privacy, if you're not taking the data of the people, then you can switch this on. So if you see, if you just switch this on, the cookie notice will not come. So any one of this can be enabled, not both of them simultaneously. So I don't do that. Advertisement, set up advertisement. So you can set up ads in between your content. You can use AdSense, ad push up, you can use MGID, etc. You can use any of those um, ad provider to put push ads in between the content. Responsive unit, add to unit. So there are 6 units of advertisement. Optimize for you viewability, you can do that as well. So basically, if you're not advertising on your website, you can switch this off. Okay, that's it. And now let's just go back to the setup. Third party compatibility, you can view the list of plugins where it is compatible. So you can select Yoast SEO. Yoast SEO plugin is there. You can recommend it plugin. Okay, so basically you can install the recommended plugins as well. So this is the basic setting which is there. Let's look at the advanced setup. So here we got setup, and then we have got the setting option. So setting option, we have got the logo of the website. Do you want to resize the logo? You can resize the logo as well. You can make it small, big. Okay, so we'll just use whatever it is. Okay, post AMP support, you want it for the post, you want for the pages. Okay, generally 99% of the people just do it for post, so you can just activate the post thing. Archives, category and tag pages, category and tag both, you want to keep it active. Custom post, if you have any, no item of this type were found, so we don't have any custom post in this. AMP takeover, so basically if you're doing AMP takeover, your website, entire website, no matter where it is being seen, whether on a laptop or a desktop, it will be AMP compatible. So even on laptop it will be AMP compatible, which is them. Okay, you can save these changes. Next is advertisement. We just saw this option in the basic setup. Next is SEO, meta description tag. Open graph meta tag, if you want you can put this on as well. So this is for open graph meta tag is coming up here, so this will be added there. SEO plugin, Yoast SEO meta tag from Yoast. Okay, Yoast description, so you can take the description, canonical tag, schema from Yoast. All these things you can take from the Yoast SEO. Remove uh, paginated page indexes, URL inspection tool compatibility. So if you want you can just set it up. Then page builder, so AMP has a page builder also. If you want to customize your home page also with AMP, you can use their page builder and do that. Next is performance. Performance means speed. So PWA is progressive web apps. So basically if you want to activate that module you can do that as well. I personally do not recommend doing that, but if you want you can definitely do that. Leverage a browsing cache, this is a good option. Cache means most of the data is saved in your browser cache, and next time you visit the website will take lesser time to load. Okay, so that's basically your browsing cache which is there. It will expire in 90 days. If you want to you can reduce this. Optimize CSS, you can activate this if you want, or you can just leave it the way it is. Analytics, we spoke about it. You can enable Google Analytics and all those analytics which were mentioned in the basic setup as well. Structured data, we'll be switching it on. You can update default post image and all those details can be updated. So this is similar to Yoast, but this is for the AMP setting, not for the generic website. Notice we spoke about this. Push notification, if you want you can enable push notifications as well. You can integrate it with one signal. So one signal has a WordPress plugin. You can enable your website push notification through one signal. Contact form, gravity forms, ninja forms, you can use any of these forms. Contact form 7 also can be enabled. Okay, one last step is required. This feature requires extension, so basically this will be a paid extension if you want to enable that. Comments display on the page on post, WordPress comment, etc. So these are default comment thing. Instant articles, if you want you can update it, resave the permalink when you are enable this option. Please have a look here how to do it. Okay, then so basically this is something related to Facebook, and it will post there. Facebook instant article setups, so you can post your content there. So you can leave it blank, but there is an option of doing that. So if you really want to do it you can definitely do that as well. Then tools, show query monitoring data in AMP. Okay, refresh. Okay, so basically you can refresh the pages. And there are advanced settings. Okay, mobile redirection, so mobile will whenever somebody visits your website from the mobile, he or she will automatically be redirected to the mobile, to the AMP version. This is very important, you need to make sure this is enabled. Okay, and then hide AMP version, if you want you can hide the AMP version from the uh, this thing, from your website when it is shown to the users. Okay, next you can disable the right click, full meta viewport, you can have that. Smooth scrolling for the links, you can have that, and so on and so forth. Next is e-commerce. Okay, easy digital downloads, again you need a paid plugin for this. Translation panel, if you want to enable translation, please translate the following words of the page accordingly, else the content is in English language. If you want you can set this on or off depending on the translation. Next is design. There are many pre-made templates which are here. The basic ones are this. Design 1 is the basic one. Design 2, then we've got design 3. It comes in red, and then there's Swift. This is also a good one. If you want to go with any of the other designs, you will have to go for the paid version of it. Okay, that's a theme. Then you've got global colors. What colors do you want to add? Header colors. You can change the header depending on how you want it to be. Home page, you can, change it. Single page, social share, all those things you can just change. Miscellaneous state, extensions. Then you've got all the extensions which are there, which you require to purchase for 1929, depending on whatever extensions you want to purchase. If you're a big company, you may purchase some of these extensions without worrying about the cost. But if you're a startup, if you're a blogger, you may not require all these plugins, so you can ignore in those cases. So now the AMP setup is done. What we can do is we can just test it. We have put a mobile redirect as well. So let's just go. How do we test it? We just go to the website blog page, and here we will write AMP, and yes, AMPA has been enabled, activated. So just click on any of the links. You'll see the link opens very fast, and it is AMP enabled. So basically this website has been AMP enabled. Okay, so you can visit this link to see that. Okay, let's see if it is showing the same way on Google Page Speed Insights. Okay, you will just put the URL. Okay, so we'll reanalyze because it said that it's getting redirected. So here again, so this theme seems to be, little bit slow. What we can do is we can change the design will just keep a simple design, which is here, this one. And let's just try again. Okay, now we have got better results um, than the previous one. So here we can see it's 51, performance is 51. Well, we can optimize it further. Okay, since there's a YouTube embed video as well on that article, it is taking some time to load. But definitely AMP, you can see the website. You can personally experience. You can visit the URL after installing on your mobile phone, and you will see it loads quite smoothly. So one thing I would recommend, if you're a blogger, definitely don't think about anything else. Just get AMP installed to your website. I'll catch up with more content in the next video.